So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna grab some beams, okay? All I've done is I've touched my group of beams. I'm gonna hit locate. What locate does on an Avo desk is that it puts your beam path open and it puts the fixture in a home position. That's a completely customizable operation. If I had a bunch of pixel panels that were like in, you know, I think Chauvet Nexus 4x4s, because that's like one of the brightest, most in my, you know, as far to me, that's a product that stays close to my heart. I always use a lot of it. So when you have those, when they come on, I mean, it knocks your retinas 16 feet back behind you. So what we do is that we locate at like 2% in blue so that you're not killing yourself. No big deal. All I've done, I've touched a group and I've located it. That's not a programmer operation either. So now what I'm gonna do is, let's just say I want to put them in a position, grab my position, I'll stick them there. What if I wanted to fan them across? I'm gonna hit the fan button, position and fan, and I'm oops, sorry, my bad. I'm gonna fan, I'm just gonna fan. Okay, real simple, real easy. But now I got that, I like it. Let's go to shapes and effects. Go shapes. I'm gonna do the plain Jane vanilla shape generator, okay? Create, I'm gonna do a pan tilt effect, tilt saw. Instantly on my encoders, I'm gonna get control of everything that I want. What I like to do is just quickly go down to nothing. And I like to just speed it up as it is. I'm gonna make a little bit of size here. I'm gonna make a little bit of this. Then I'm gonna phase it out. That's my effect, I'm done. I can add anything I want to this. If I want to add another layer, I could create a color layer, for example. Maybe we'll do rainbow RGB, okay? So now I'm gonna have that over all of the fixtures all as one group until I go down to phase and just start cranking it a little. Now I got a beautiful look. Let's say I'm not digging the CMY. I'm gonna go to my color, I'm gonna find where I can type in, and you can actually type in parameters on Avo. So I'm gonna go 50% on the red wheel, 50% on the green wheel, and 50% on the blue wheel. Now I've got rock and roll solid colors. I mean, this is nothing. Let's record it. We're gonna record, I'm gonna stick it right there, it's done, there's my fader. Built in with position, everything's ready to go, and we're down to step. Now, we also have another type of effects generator. Let me just grab beams again. I'm gonna locate them. Okay, so here's my beam, still running that effect. Let's pull that effect out. There we go. I'm gonna release my playbacks real fast. Touch my beams, locate them up. I'm gonna go shapes and effects, keyframe shape. This is something that a lot of users that have been in the worship world have probably seen stuff like this, but this allows you to make really fast effects on 2 or as many parameters as you want, but based on steps. So let's just say I got my fixtures. I'm gonna put them in a position so I can see what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna create keyframe shape. So I'm gonna add a frame of red, just add a frame. Down here it's gonna say, hey, here's your first keyframe. Then I'm gonna go keyframe of blue, add my frame. I just wanna do red and blue, finish recording my frames. Now as you see here, on this effect screen, this keyframe shape screen, I have control of absolutely everything that's on here. If I can touch on my BPM, for example, on my encoders, I'm just gonna get some easy to use stuff. Speed, size, and phase. I'm gonna slow the speed down. Maybe I phase it out a little bit so that I get just a nice little bit of flow as I go there. Okay, so now I got a nice quick effect. Took me about 4 or 5 touches to do. I can then take that effect, and our groups are all dependent of fixture order or pixel map, okay? So it doesn't matter what you do, all that's changeable dynamically. But I can go in here and change all these rolls and this nice crossfade to snaps. So now I got a snap going across. I can speed it up. Got my effect. Just a couple of turns on the wheel. This is Avolites, man. Avo life is because this stuff is just so easy to get yourself really rocking and rolling, or even doing nice cue stacks for theater. I mean, it's just that simple. The keystrokes are low. The confidence in using the desk is high. We really, really love our products. This is Avolites.
The software is the same?
Same on every single desk. The software is uniform across every single one. So if you're sitting on a plane with your One Universe dongle, you know, you can program shows this size and just show up at the venue, put your new, put your show file in, assign your lines as you go, and you're ready to do it. Yeah. Oh, this is pretty cool. You can actually, based on a map of anything I got here, so I've got 4 rows of fixtures, pixel mapped, if you will. I can actually go directional wise, and I can actually tell it to go inside to out as you change, just on a touch. I can have it go top to bottom. It's just the directionality. All you got to do is touch and pick a direction. So that way your effects are dynamic. And if I didn't like what I had recorded, or maybe I wanted to change it, it's one button push to stick it back into Programmer. You just talk yourself through you talk yourself through what you want to do. What do I want to do? Well, I want to include what I recorded back into Programmer. I want to include what I programmed back into the Programmer. It's that easy. Try to keep it really simple. It's been a really big thing with education, colleges, is that when they see how fast and easy it is to program, and that, you know, we're in there in the market and we're really doing pretty well. So it's kind of cool to be able to reach out to these new generations of designers that, you know, we're not that far away, maybe 20 years difference from where we were as undergrad kids. Things have changed so much between A and B that to be able to have something like this that my brain, crazy brain, just designer brain wraps around and is so fast to get programming. You know, I literally switched in 2013. I was using a competitor desk, showed up dead. I was given 30 minutes of training by Brad on this Sapphire Touch for the show. And I wrote my timecode show. I have not looked back since. It's been a great thing. I'm Jim on Light, Avolites, and this is our line. I hope you guys, if you have time, come check us out at avolites.com. Get a hold of me, Jim at jimonlight.com, and we're just glad to see you. Control Booth!